Welcome, sports fans. I'm Sean Smoke, publisher of 912 Sports, and thanks for watching Thursday Nights with 912 Sports. I want to take this opportunity to thank some sponsors of 912 Sports. We'd like to thank Coastal Pines Technical College, Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with Crossway Realty, Robbie Robertson Ford of Waycross, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, Prime South Bank, and Gibson Animal Clinic. And we appreciate all of our sponsors here for our Thursday night show. And joining us now is the head coach of the Clinch County Panthers, Coach Don Tison. Coach, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you joining us here on Thursday nights with 912 Sports. And Coach, you guys have had an eventful season, but we're all getting ready to go into season 3 here as the playoffs are getting started. But let's go all the way back to the beginning of the season. You guys have had game delays, game postpones, picking up new games, all kind of stuff. But you guys did actually get to play 9 games, come away with a 6-3 season. But let's go back and talk a little bit about how we got to this point.
It's been a very long season. Yeah, I got to thinking earlier today when we were talking to the team at the end of practice and, thinking about at this point in the year, as with any year, it really comes down to who really wants it, who wants it the most. And you get thinking about how long you've been at this, starting all the way back in the end of May and June, and then all of the hurdles that we've had to jump through with games getting canceled and then rescheduling games. And I think 1 week we ended up scheduling and rescheduling 4 different games for the same Friday night. It's just crazy. And kids these days really aren't built for that type of, just unknowing and, just unbalanced schedule and just starting and stopping and not knowing what's coming. But man, it's been a long year. And, but after we reopened up our school and we got back going, it seemed to be, it seems to be a lot smoother now. And it's like the train has got on the track a little bit. And since then it's felt a little more like normal football season, knock on wood, because any minute, that could change. But, we're here for the last several weeks, it seemed pretty good and feel like we've got things on track.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, Coach. I've already figured out today 2 schools have already forfeited their first-round games. I think Banks County and also a Christian Academy that was playing Calvary Day have already called, their games off for Friday night, and that's something I think we're going to see more and more of, before this thing gets through the next, through the next 5 weeks. But a great thing about the Clinch County Panthers, Coach, is you guys seem to be hitting your stride. You guys had some big wins, come away with a big 13-0 win over Irwin County in a game for the ages where you guys were able to score, I think it's 13 points in 13 seconds to notch that win. But it seems like you guys have got your sea legs back now and are poised to make a deep run in the playoffs. But talk a little bit about what's got you guys to that point and what do you account for, playing a little bit better football right now?
Well, just some consistency, just being out there and getting some games under our belt and getting some weeks strung together where we were able to practice and things be normal and actually, get conditioned and just get used to playing football hard. And because when you're starting and you're stopping and starting and stopping, you can't get in shape that way. And you can't really get to playing hard-nosed football like you want to do when you're taking breaks here and there. So, just stringing some games together and things getting back to normal, getting in a little better shape, getting all of our players out there. Early in the season, I think every game we played, we had 4 or 5 starters out, and it was just,
right.
It was just one thing after another. So, but that along with, Irwin County, man, we've just played them so many times the last few years, and it's just like 2 brothers fighting. They're a tremendous football team. And, I don't know how it was a great game. It was probably the best game I've ever been a part of, honestly, and that's including playoffs and everything. It was really amazing because nobody really gave us a chance to win that game. And if we played them 10 times, they'd probably beat us 9, but that was a special night. But, all that's behind us now. Last week we had a pretty good game against Lanier. Lanier's a good football team this year. So looking forward to the playoffs. I hope you're right about us, hitting our stride. We want to peak around this time. It's really about who's peaking at the right time, and I hope we're peaking. I think we are. I feel like we are. So we've got a tough game coming up against McIntosh. So I guess we'll find out.
Right. Well, Coach, and really, not only did you have COVID problems, but in the year, but some of your star players have missed a lot of time, and I believe the Tyler Moorhead kid is back for you. He's been being able to contribute a little bit more than he was earlier in the season. How are you guys going into this game against McIntosh? Are you full strength? Or you got a few nicks and bruises, or where does your football team stand from an injury standpoint?
Well, getting Moorhead back was really big. We got him back few weeks ago, and he mainly just played defense. We knew he couldn't come out and just start playing both sides of the ball, full, Iron Man football, coming off of that injury and rehabbing and all that. But, last week we gave him a fair amount of carries last week against Lanier, and he really ran the ball well. So this week, we'll probably see a little more of him. But, as far as our running game and our running backs, we use a committee for that. We have several good running backs. But other kids that we got a few guys with some, tweaked ankles and stuff like that. But as a whole, we're in pretty good shape. We're pretty healthy.
Well, good deal. Well, Coach, you guys are ranked in the top 10 in single A, but you actually got to go on the road to play at the Ship, as they call it, over at McIntosh County. What you're going to see from those guys when you guys show up over there Friday night? What are you going to see offensively? What are you going to see defensively from the Buccaneers?
Well, they like to run the ball. They're a lot like us. They run a wing style offense, multiple formations. They got a big running back that they like to give the ball to. They inside, outside. They don't throw the ball a whole lot, but they play hard. They're very athletic. They fire off the ball hard. They very well coached. They don't make a lot of mistakes. And defensively, they're very similar, to their offense. They're athletic. They get after it. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They tackle well. So it's going to be a challenge. They're not a team that's going to beat themselves. We've got to go over there and execute and play a good football game in order to beat them.
Yeah, and it's not really a favorable draw for either one of you. I'm sure you guys would like to be playing somebody a lot less talented than McIntosh, and I'm sure McIntosh would like to be playing someone a lot less talented than Clinch. And really, to be honest with you, it's probably one of the better matchups for our first round in the 912 region for sure.
Yeah, if I was picking a game to go watch, it'd probably be this one. It's a good matchup, two good football teams.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one there in the Ship over in Darien this Friday night, Coach. And congratulations on making the playoffs. Now it's it's very simple: win in advance, lose and go home. You get to pick up helmets, as they say, after that. But good luck on Friday night as you guys travel down to Darien. And hopefully, Coach, we'll be talking to you later on in the season, maybe about the second or third round, and you guys will still be playing.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, buddy. That's Coach Don Tison, head coach of the Clinch County Panthers, as they get ready to take the trip over to Darien, Georgia, to take on the Buccaneers of McIntosh County Academy this Friday night in round one of the playoffs. Coach, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll be right back here after these words on Thursday nights with 912 Sports. Thanks for watching.